I read something else online. Sorry, I was Googling a lot in preparation for this, and I read that you gave an interview where you talked about goals. And I don't know if you still do this, but you said that you write down everyone's goals on Monday and review Friday to kind of measure the progress. Do you actually do that, and how successful has that been, and how religious are you about it? Like, do you do it every single week?
So definitely, I mean, it's definitely gone in ebbs and flows depending on kind of how the business is structured and whatnot. But I've almost always tried to run the business as close to agile software development as possible. And so I really try to follow that type of mentality. So, it really starts with kind of, starting your week on a Monday and really focusing on what you're trying to build throughout the week. Having a retrospective on Friday where you're able to just simply look back at the week, not necessarily to look forward to the future. And then daily stand-up meetings where you're able to discuss kind of what's going on. And I think if you follow that approach for management, it works very, very well in keeping everybody on pace and everybody up to speed on what's going on. I think, obviously it's very important to have, annual and quarterly meetings where you really set out your strategy and, what your focus is going forward. But, one of the things that's really important when you're running a company is that everybody's on the same page, and there's constant communication problems just because, we have email, we have phone, we have chat, we have all these different tools, but it's hard to be ubiquitous and get all the information flowing to everybody all at the same time. And so we found this, or I personally found this as a great way to keep everybody on pace.
And does the whole company do that? Have you sort of instilled that into the culture now?
I think, obviously from an engineering perspective, we do that. Everyone here at headquarters pretty much takes part, at least in the retrospective meetings on Friday. So we try to create it a little more communal, so we get, everybody kind of talking about their week and what they worked on. And it's really a great way for, I think, everybody to appreciate others for the things that they have worked on and really be up to speed. Sometimes there's not a big communication between maybe, an engineer and the operations team. But, once an engineer says, hey, I was working on this, they can see the direct reflection and how that affects their job and vice versa. So I think it's been awesome.